Good morning, Steve, your Daily Shaver. This morning, the working title for this video is the most fucking dangerous razor in the world. Now that's saying something, and I'll tell you why.
Real men shave their faces. Real men shave their faces.
Okay, first up, I'm using the Mahogany Vegan. Now the last time I tried to use the most dangerous fucking razor in the world, excuse the F word, but it is definitely the most bloody... I think I might include a few clips from my first attempt to use this bloody dangerous instrument of torture. Some people have asked me, what do I think of the Rocnel razors? Not to be confused with the Rocnel razor that I'll be using this morning. So a Rocnel razor with a Rocnel blade seemed appropriate. Comes out. It's in a rather dark package, but let's go a little deeper. Okay, it's a mauve, grey mauve packaging, and inside is our blade. Now I don't know who makes it. It is an unknown quantity. Now I take my Rocnel razor and I have to do this. So I know you can snap them in two, but I've got a pair of scissors that I use just for bathroom shimming. That'll do the trick. Take your razor and then better watch what I'm doing here. First time I've done it. Okay, after much fiddling for the first time, I got my razor in there. I did it by cutting off the tabs and just moving it in by holding this outside edge, being careful to stay away from the blade. If in doubt, I held this just to make sure it was in firmly. It's back as far as it'll go. It's got some decent blade gap, but it's even. So I know it doesn't look like it on the video, but there's magic happening with distortion of the lens. Okay, required pushing in a bit more. Let's try that. No, it's still way too... Okay. This has to be the most bloody dangerous razor alive. I'm not shaving with that. Okay. I want a really smooth shave. I'm going to get a feather. What I can tell you is my first go on this razor was a very bad one. Luckily it didn't cost too much. So, and I hate blood, particularly when it's mine. Okay. Now what I've done this morning is I've trimmed the blade depth back a little bit to try to get it in. If it's not right, stick with me. I'm going to try to shave with this razor. Now last time I tried this, it's like holding the blade just straight against your face. Can you do it? And should you do it? Sometimes are two different questions. I've got so many other razors that I wouldn't have this hesitation to use in a heartbeat. I'd pick any of them over this one. Now, my friend Aaron tells me he loves his. He's getting some of his best shaves off it. I'm trying to remember. Rico went and shaved with that razor that didn't have a base. And Rich, because he's a ding-dong, love you mate, but a ding-dong nonetheless, you know what he went and did? He wanted to replicate it. Look, I was flat out replicating... oh shit, you're holding this blade, you go anywhere near your face at the wrong angle, you're going to cut it. If you think I'm being a bit delicate with it, problem is I can wipe the cream off my face just by running this part over my face. The question is how much cutting is it doing, and when it's cutting, it goes from cutting to being super duper dangerous in just a fraction of an angle. There's no leeway. Now this is one of the cases of someone making something out of 316 steel, right? that belongs to my category, like my one blade of being unique and innovative. Yeah, one of those. I'm having problems pronouncing things today. And today's word is innovative. It's innovative. Please don't tell me I mispronounced it. I already know that. Or how to spell it. Because it won't help today. Anyway, so someone's made it out of 316 steel. It's cheap. It's innovative. And it's freaking dangerous. I can feel down here on my neck where I've the blade has cut. It hasn't bled. It's, well, not yet, but I can feel that it's cut instead of shaved. Not good. You need to constantly check to make sure the blade hasn't been bumped when you put it down or in the water. Before you put it near your face, you need to check that it's semi-aligned, and if it's not, you have to adjust it, which means leaving these sides on, which is freaking dangerous in its own right. Can't recommend this razor to anybody unless you're a collector who thinks that collecting really stupid razors is a good thing to do. It's not a daily driver. I can see why so many people who have gotten theirs have flipped them back onto other people. No, I don't do that because I collect things and, you know, I love the handle on this. I like a challenge, and this is a challenge, but this is a challenge where if I knew what I knew now, I wouldn't have challenged myself. It's not one that, I don't need this sort of challenge. I got even a basic $20 razor will do a better job than this. Cheapest, worst DEs I've ever ordered. I buy these because they're the cheapest way to get a handle for my excess caps to give away. But even if you used the original one, which is thin tin, rounded and pressed, nothing milled, you know, even if you use that, you're going to get a better shave than a Rocnel. That's all there is to it. It's easy for the blade to be knocked and moved. That's a problem. There's a reason why razor designs have a fixed head. If you can't fix the blade in the blade head, you've got a problem. Now, yes, you're going to get very close shaves, but to get them, you've got to risk cutting yourself. And I don't think a shave is worth risking cuts. Or razor burn, you know, if you go too close, too aggressive, it's just not a good razor. Thumbs up for the idea, but someone should knock this baby on the head at birth. People are going to say, I got a good shave with it. Well, this is my second attempt, and I've spent 20 minutes before this fiddling with blades to get one that will sit square and right. I've been trimming with a pair of scissors so it's even. This is my second attempt. To be honest, I could have done a better job in half the time. Oh gee, I can feel where I've cut myself on the neck. Damn, I hate that. I don't like razor burn, got a little bit of razor burn down here, and it's still not close, so it's razor burn that you still need to shave with. Now, if I was smart, I'm not. I would stop doing what I'm doing, change the razor, use a full-size DE and do this clean-up with something that isn't going to make my current shave worse than it currently is. There's a reason why I used a fair bit of the Ginger's Garden the last time I even tried this. The first time I put it on my face, I cut my face just the whole width of the blade. Single straight edge, you would have the benefit of pretty tight control over the blade. The fact is, the blade in this is free willy. It's not to say it moves around too much, but any movement will adjust your shave. And just shaving with it adjusts the blade because it's not held. I'm determined to get a good shave. Or die trying. I don't like things beating me. One reason why I was a good IT guy was no matter what the problem was, I figured someone designed it, I'm smarter than the computer, I should be able to fix it. So I would sit there on problems that any other person would give up on until I nutted it out. I really want to get, I say I'll get baby smooth with a stick. That's gone and moved again. So I can't recommend anybody buying one of these, despite what it's made out of. The problem is if you pull one side, it's got a tendency to pull the other side up Well, when you pull this side down, you have to pull them both evenly. It's dangerous to be holding these fangs. And if you didn't have the fangs, you couldn't adjust it. So if it got screwy, you'd have to, what I tried when I cut the fangs off one, I call these bits flanges, fangs. So what I did was I would use this, because double it over, face washer, and use this to push it in. That's going to ruin your blade and cut your flipping face washer. Like I said, this is a really bad design. Just because it's innovative, just because it's made out of good steel, just because it's got a really nice weight, I'm going to say to the clever person that designed it, go back and do better. Because this, as clever as you was, is not what I'm calling a must-have razor. In fact, it is a must-avoid razor. Someone else can contradict me, they're fine. But I guarantee anybody who buys one of these isn't going to end up shaving with it regularly. It's too much hassle. Now let's just say, out of 10 shaves, you only have one go wrong with it. It's going to go seriously wrong. Even if I got better at it, it's going to cut me every time. It doesn't get BBS on the areas that I have trouble, and I could have had, and I'm even going to give up. This is my 4th attempt to do me neck. Sometimes there's always a difference between can I and should I. Can you use this razor? I'm proving that you can. Should you? No. Should you buy it? If you're into collecting, yes. If you're Rico or Rich or someone who's a raving lunatic, Aaron, today you come in that category, absolutely. If you must try everything, like I did. Now I suspected this when I ordered it. This does not come as a complete surprise. I mean, you can almost see, oh gee whiz, I've cut myself on the neck. And got razor burn down the side and cut myself on the neck. Grab some salt. Ah, shivers me grandmother, that stings me, son of a gun, you bah! Oh, if you like watching someone suffer. I'm not even going to do this area, it's just not worth the risk. Oh, lucky about the salt is, while it stings, it closes up and it becomes way more tolerable. Now I'll leave that on for a minute. Jeez, I haven't done anything that's hurt that much in a long time. Not since I've started getting really good shaves day in, day out. Still not BBS. No. Well, I don't believe this razor will rust. I do believe that you're going to need to take the blade out after use, particularly DE, so take it out. Any moisture left in there, not a good idea. So what I'm going to do is put my fingers at either end and just blow along that. You know, it's machined meticulously. It is a clever idea. It's held in with the curve, right? So where you see the curve, it's held in with the curve. It's brilliant. It's just a shit shaver. Comes in a nice box, which you saw in the unboxing. Dear customer, this product is produced with 3116 stainless steel polished operations were done by hand. The product consists of 3 parts, head, holder and screw. You can leave this product to your grandchildren as an inheritance. I don't hate my grandchildren that much. That's what I'd leave my grandchildren. Gotta find a woman, have grandchildren, get grandchildren, and still be around and go, here sonny, this is for you. Lots of other razors, a lot better shaves. What I can recommend is the mahogany from Ginger's Garden. It's a vegan soap. It lathers absolutely incredibly. And of course the suede. It's only half shaved my neck and it's, ooh, I've cut it, I've burned it, and that's my 2nd attempt. Any good razor should be usable from the first go. I'm Stevie Daily Shaver. I'm taking the hits for you. I'm warning you in advance. If you get it, don't expect to be able to use it. Not the way it's designed. It's not a safe shave. Better razor. Maybe just a proper single edge. There's still innovation to happen with how these things are designed and put together. I look forward one day to the fk'in. I think it stands a probability of being one of the most innovative single edge designs when it comes to market. And I believe it will. I hope sooner rather than later. Wishing you all the best of shaves. Good shaves and goodbye.
breed of man. You think that you're so cool, but your face looks like a small marsupial.